Sometimes I think y'all may have been in love.
Okay.
You could grow out of love. You actually, as a married man, there are times you feel like you grow in and out of love. You know what I mean? The spontaneous aspect of the relationship sometimes get what we call routine, where you just going to work, coming home, taking care of the kids, going to work, coming home, taking care of the kids. Me, as I say men, mostly us, we forget to redate the woman we with. I had to be honest, and this is for women. You know what I mean? The same thing that you, woman, had done to get him or to keep him focused on you, don't stop doing those things. You know what I'm saying? And this not just goes with, and I'm going to get a little bit deep here. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is a rated PG show or not.
No, you're good.
But this goes with the bedroom activity, women. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were doing the freaky things in the car, you know what I'm saying?
The movie
theaters, all the freaky stuff that you were doing. Now that you got them, don't stop doing that, because that same situation where there's a dude trying to text your girl, trust and believe, there's women that's getting at us too.
Welcome to Afroqast, guys. I'm back. We have a guest on the show today. He's never been here before. He's a good friend of mine. He's a Doc, the owners and of a 32 bars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you need pictures, videos, all kind of stuff,
sir,
you can hit him up.
Okay.
I think your social media is, I forgot. You know,
I got a couple of them. One is 32 bars, Docs with the Nest television.
So they know you more as Docs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we work together on actually 2 jobs we have.
Okay.
So we have a different business on the side. And then we have our regular jobs we do together. So this is a money guy. So if you need a money, so this is the guy.
That's the guy with me. That's the guy here.
Welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
You know, I've been trying to get you to come to Afroqast, and somehow you are here by accident.
Today, by accident.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
But we appreciate him, man.
Yes, sir.
So this is Serge, and we have another host, co-host of ours, but he's running late.
Okay.
But hopefully you'll meet him one day. We were having a conversation here before you came about what is the worst, having someone you cannot love or loving someone you cannot have?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's what we're talking about.
That's a challenge.
I know.
So what's your thought on that one?
Ooh. I don't know. I guess in the aspect is loving somebody that you can't have is hard. But if you already got somebody that you can't love, that's when you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Technically you not stuck. I guess my question would be is why you still there? Like, we got children involved. You know what I'm saying? Is it a wife? You know what I mean? Maybe y'all have outgrown compatibility. You know what I mean? Depending on how long y'all been together. You know, but if it's just a girlfriend, then, you know, you can just get out of that relationship.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I appreciate you being here, because previously we didn't even consider those options.
Yeah, we wasn't even thinking of
or
you
kids
married or kids.
Because we haven't reached that level yet.
Yeah, we were like, we were speaking at the low level.
At the low level, we're not there yet. You know, but that's actually good.
Actually, that makes it
perspective.
That makes it a little more thoughtful to think of.
Okay.
But if you have the person that you don't love, I don't think there would be options to have kids.
Nah, because sometimes I think y'all may have been in love.
Okay.
You could grow out of love. You actually, as as a married man, there are times you feel like you grow in and out of love. You know what I mean? The spontaneous aspect of the relationship sometimes get what we call routine, where you just going to work, coming home, taking care of the kids, going to work, coming home, taking care of the kids. Me, as I say men, mostly us, we forget to redate the woman we with. You know what I'm saying? We think we didn't been through that. We don't have to continue to. It's funny, I'm in that situation right now, redating my wife, building back up that chemistry, that atmosphere. I got into a routine, and the routine in a relationship honestly doesn't work. You know what I mean? It looks good. You know what I mean? We doing what we supposed to be doing, but the chemistry's gone. So how you got her is how you should keep her. And I'm gonna give you a real good. I don't mean to overtalk this.
No, you're good. You're good.
This past Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I went what I thought was whack. Like, I bought flowers, cards. You know what I'm saying? As my wife, I'm thinking like I done this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if she's gonna be intrigued. But bro, my
She
wife
was
was
excited.
like, "You spoiled me. You made me feel really special." I was like,
man.
"What?"
Wow.
They still really love the basic stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I did it like my wife's birthday the 16th.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day the 14th. So
Right.
I started before
So you
Valentine's
started
Day. I just
early.
kept going. Like every other day, I had some new flowers on the table, you know what I'm saying? And just wrote something in the card from my perspective. Not
Right.
just gave her the card. Wrote something in there that something that she can remember, something that's funny. She like watching old videos of me falling. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote something in there. I'm still falling for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in my head, I'm like, man, this is gonna be whack. She gonna be looking at me like, what is you doing? We
But-
passed that, but nah.
You're building that love, but
Yeah.
And that's actually something that a lot of people on social media, especially females, they complain about. They say, well, man, we get comfortable and we forget that we're not just men, housemen, husband, fathers. You're supposed to stay engaged your partner.
Yeah.
And hearing from you changed my perspective, because for me it was like, we're adults. I have a bills. I have a job. You don't want to come back. I'm tired.
yeah, I think it's that idea that you think of. We've been together for so long time.
You start taking someone for
This
granted.
is high school type of stuff.
Yeah.
This is like high school. You can't be give me flowers or
Right.
chocolates. We were growing out of those stuff. Give me maybe a Gucci bag. Give me something different. But we forgot that, like you said, those little things. It's what actually brings them back to like, okay, this guy's still considered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I never considered that.
And
I mean,
it's also why I don't do it other than occasions. So now that I see it really made her feel good, I'm not gonna wait till an occasion to do it now. You know what I'm saying?
If you haven't.
Because let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's be all the way 100. We don't want no woman that somebody else ain't gonna find attractive.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? So you got a
exactly.
woman that is attractive. There's a dude
That knows.
that's
Find them
trying to
attractive.
impress her.
and
You
he's
know what
been
I'm
a
saying?
DM trying.
Right, he's in the DM trying, and he's at the starting stage
Yeah.
where he's probably sending
Doing
notes, sending flowers,
All the
stuff
time.
that we used to do.
Yeah.
that she
Now
like.
he's doing it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I'm not finna just.
And I'm not gonna take my word.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stop this. Now I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
Oh man.
Man,
Yeah.
That's actually good perspective. Because at the beginning we do too much.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling him about me not dating her right now, because I don't have time. Because at the beginning you do too much. You take her to movie, you take her to a trip, you take her on a restaurant, you do all this text, all this corny jokes. You're like, I'm thinking of you, blah, 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 I can't sleep. Then you get her and you get comfortable and you forget about her.
And you're like, yeah.
You're like, I'm cool, text her, I had a good day.
Yeah.
And there's someone say, I wish you were mine.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
And then she start thinking
Yeah.
of, God damn, why is this guy doesn't tell me
Right.
what these other persons are saying?
Right, and she be wanting the man she with to say the stuff
That the other guy
dude
saying,
trying to get.
but she's
Right.
not getting it from the person that she loves.
Right.
And then she getting that.
I had a
Situation.
girl telling me that I receive a lot of great things from guys, but I always wish it was you who did us.
They did it.
Man,
yeah.
that's
And that broke my heart.
you heard.
Because I knew I can do those things.
Facts.
I mean, I can. I just don't want to.
Now I'm kind of glad that you got touched by it, because normally, I ain't gonna say normally, that could have been received a different way. You could have been like, man, I ain't doing that if some other dude's doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
Man, what I'm gonna do it for? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we react that way.
Yeah.
You know
The
what I
ego,
mean?
right.
Like,
Instead
I'm
of
not
actually-
finna do that if he doing it.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Instead of perceiving them from her perspective.
her perspective.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hey,
That's crazy.
that's
Yeah, man.
man.
I mean, it's crazy, you know, especially hearing that from a married person. So how long you been married?
I've been married going on almost 10 years now.
Okay, 10
Yeah,
years.
yep.
Now, you mentioned, you know, you were thinking Valentine and you were thinking of what you're gonna get for your wife. What pushed you to that?
Honestly, man, I just really wanted to try something different than the norm. The norm was, and she moved. Well, she used to work uptown, right up the street.
Oh, okay.
Uptown, right up the street. And now she's in Arlington near me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I used to just send flowers to her office. Well, I can't do that at the new spot.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't send them there. All right, so what I'm going to do? So what I did was I got the flowers the first day. I set up the kitchen before she woke up. So when she got up to go to the kitchen to get her coffee, she see balloons and flowers. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So when I did that, you know what I'm saying, I got to work. I got text messages from her. Oh my God, and I'm like, oh snap. hadn't got that reaction sending it to her job prior to that. You know what I'm saying? I just got thank you for the flowers. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do it again next week. You know what I'm saying? So a few days went by. I set it up. I put the flowers that I got the first day on the dining room. I mean the kitchen table where we eat at. But on the island, I set up a new display. You know what I'm saying? So now she got two displays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she same reaction.
There's
oh my
love
God,
in the
you
house.
spoiling me. Oh, what's this? But here's the thing though.
Yeah.
Like she started thinking like, well, wait a minute. What's going
what's
on?
okay?
You know
What you doing this for?
Yeah, what you doing all of this for? I'm like, nah, just stay in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm stay in the moment. Your reaction from the first time made me want to, your birthday is coming, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the moment. Staying in the moment. So I kept it going. And now I'm going to keep it going all the time now.
But
You know what I'm saying?
in that same perspective, do you think as a man at some point you might reach the point where you say, why am I the only one doing everything?
Nah, because you have to remember, bro, the woman is the prize. See, now here's the thing though, I have to be honest, and this is for women, you know what I mean? The same thing that you woman had done to get him or to keep him focused on you, don't stop doing those things. You know what I'm saying? And this not just goes with, and I'm going to get a little bit deep here. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is a rated PG show or not.
No, you good.
But this goes with the bedroom activity, women. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were doing the freaky things in the car, you know what I'm saying?
The movie
theaters, all the freaky stuff that you were doing.
Yeah.
Now that you got them, don't stop doing that, because that same situation where there's a dude trying to text your girl, trust and believe, there's women that's getting at us too. I turn down women a lot because I lost my ring in Punta Cana, so they don't know I'm married. You know what I mean? They see me. We got good jobs, bro. We got good jobs. We got a car. You know what I mean? It's a lot of. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not bashing anybody because I love people as a whole, but the straight men are being rationed out. You know what I mean? There are a lot of more different sexual men that, you know what I mean, preference from the LGBTQ community. So the regular straight men like us are actually becoming extinct, which allows, I ain't gonna say allows, but which forces other women to violate the woman code. There used to be a code like, nah, he got a girl, leave him alone.
Yeah.
They
broke
that
gone.
code. They getting at any man they think is straight or got value to them. And so I'm fighting off them. So same way it goes. Damn, I wish this attention was coming from my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The stuff the girl is saying in my DM, like, oh, I do this to you. I wish I was getting that from my old lady. You know what I'm saying? So same thing. Like, I had to put a bug in one of her friends' ear. You know what I'm saying? Found out that's a different subject. But that's a different subject. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn to to go straight to the source. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I found that to be in every aspect of life, but just dealing with us as relationships, go straight to the source. You know what I'm saying? It might feel like in your head, it might be feeling good to go to your girl's best friend, get your best friend's help on it, but sometimes it's not. Because sometimes your wife or your girl don't share information with her friends like you think she do.
Or her girlfriend is jealous.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to break them out.
It could backfire like that.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, it didn't backfire like that.
Okay.
But in this situation, I found out my wife told me I don't share those intimate conversations with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, dang. So I gave that information to him.
To
You know what I'm saying?
that you shouldn't have given
I
out.
shouldn't have given. I should have
Oh,
went
man.
straight to the source.
No,
But yeah.
that's actually good though. That's man. He's about to get married, right? In the next 5 years.
Next
So-
5 years.
Next 5.
I mean, I don't know.
Next 5 years. That's crazy. That's not wanting to get married. That's like, I don't know yet.
You know, but for some of us who haven't, right, or haven't got chance to get married, what would you tell us?
So you would know. You should know by now. I knew I was gonna marry my wife before we even started dating. I had that already. Now, what the problem was, I didn't wait until I had everything out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I did that because I didn't want to lose the opportunity that was given to me right there. You know what I mean? Technically, I should have waited until I had what I call string along girls. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's be honest. You know, there's that girl in the corner somewhere that you got that you can call up at any time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't prepare my house for a wife.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Emptying out baggage. I brought the baggage along, which caused conflict in the beginning of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, ultimately, that's one thing I would have changed.
Yeah.
Making sure I'm ready for this wife. You know what I'm saying? But I will also say this. At the time, I wasn't following God. I didn't have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed because I did prior to that ask God, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote. I didn't have no relationship with him, but I did ask him for a woman that I can marry. And he gave it to me. My life right now, bro, my wife that I met over 21 years ago, my wife now, we dated for almost 10 years before we got married.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I dated my wife 10 years before we got married.
Were you guys like all 10 years together?
That's what you get it. There was a period where we had a 5-year hiatus. I don't know if it was right after the 10 or during the 10, but we had dated a long time before we had that 5-year hiatus. Let me say it that way. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's because we allowed outside situations, noise to get into play. You know what I mean? Dang, man, it's a lot I could tell y'all. God had been pulling at me even during our relationship. There was this one night I went to Walmart late at night. Oh, man, Walmart. I come out of there, there's some Christians out there praying, and they start praying for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By the time I looked up, I was in that parking lot for over an hour and some change. You know what I mean? Just building with some Christians. I get to the house, here's how the devil work. Oh, what you hit my wife? Well, she wasn't my wife at the time. Oh, what you out there messing with some girl late at night? You ain't just go to no Walmart. You been gone over. You know what I mean? That created friction in the relationship. You know what I mean? Same thing, situations and vice versa on her half. She going to do stuff. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live your life, what to do, but you do want to get a foundation with the Most High. It will make the process a lot easier. You know what I mean? If you don't have a foundation with the Most High, make sure you are with getting information from what I call a wise man who's been married, who can tell you the mistakes he has made to help you try to prevent from making those same mistakes. You know what I mean? The devil come to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's not going to change. So when you're preparing for a wife, that's good in the eyes of God. The devil going to come in any way he can to infiltrate. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely. And I'm going to tell you one way how you can see it. Any chick that you dealt with before that you're not dealing with now, once you get to that level or almost there, or even when you do get married, they come out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Just pop up.
They just pop up. The devil works through people the same way God's do. And he knows what you like. He knows your wants. He knows what the flesh thrives for. You know what I mean? So them bad chicks that I was smashing, they just come out of nowhere. I'm like, I ain't seen you in over 15 years. What you know what I mean? Like, and me at the point I was at, I was like, Lucifer, you funny, bro, you funny. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I see your tricks.
Yeah, and that works. Same thing for her too. She probably fighting off those demons as well. You know what I'm saying? They probably trying to get at her to keep her from marrying the man that God might have in line for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that works both ways. So think about that while you clean out any
baggage that you got.
baggage, you know what I mean? Financially, that's something I wasn't financially prepared for. Getting married, it's beautiful as a relationship wise. You feel in love, but it's a business. Once y'all come together, America look at you as a business. Once you sign that contract. People don't tell you that's a contract. That's just not wedding paperwork to show that y'all married. No, that's an actual binding contract. You know what I'm saying? So once you get that, the government start looking at y'all tax-wise as a company. They don't look. You can't file your taxes by yourself no more. You have to file as a couple, as a joint, and it's more taxes being hit on you when you become a joint relationship. You know what I mean? So look at it. Also talk together. Like, all right, babe. I love you. You love me. But let's look at this. You know, not only as a future husband and wife, we in love together. We see in the future, but it becomes a business. You know what I mean? And you do need to be in each other's business, whether it comes financially. Let's make foundation ground rules now. I don't want to call them rules. Let's make foundation plans now. What are you going to do with the household?
Yeah.
What are you expecting of me as the household? You know what I mean? If my wife is the money maker in my house, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we had to have that conversation where it doesn't remove me as feeling like I'm a man, you know what I mean? Because she's financially superior beyond me. That's a different subject because I took a seat back to let her get to where she was going.
Right.
You know what I mean? But my wife, I love my wife. She ain't never looked at me as a lower man because my dollars wasn't where hers is. You know what I mean?
That's
She just wanted to make sure that I wasn't out here on no BS, not contributing. You know what I mean? And that's something I always admire my wife for. You know what I'm saying? And there's some other good women that's out there like that. You know what I mean? You know, and
but the nice men is
no. And that goes vice versa. Like if you the dominant money in the house, that doesn't make you superior to who she is as a human being.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Still show her that she's valued. You know what I mean? And I know the heritage and the way your people come up is a lot different than regular Americans like myself. Y'all got different, you know, aspect of life, how y'all traditionally came up. I don't know how all that works, you know what I mean? But I will just say I wouldn't recommend belittling anyone. You know what I'm saying? And making them feel like you're superior and they have to abide by your rules. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, it's all God's rules. You know what I mean? We all belong to God.
And they can all go away tomorrow.
And it can go away tomorrow.
There was a friend of ours. We're not going to name her by name. She worked with us, but she was making a little bit more than her husband. And she was talking shit just for her to get fired. And when she got fired, guess what happened? The husband asked for divorce.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it because it always goes away.
Yeah.
You know, money just comes, money goes. So yeah, like he said.
Yeah, I don't think money should be the foundation of everyone's relationship.
Yeah.
Because once you start putting money in front, that means you destroying the foundation that you build as partners in a relationship. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, she was making more money, and then when she get fired, no, the money's gone.
The money's gone.
But they got, okay, you are treating me bad because you are making more money? Well, now I'm gone. Let's see what are you going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he sounded like he was in it for the wrong reason too, though.
Yep.
No, I think she had done for a long time.
Oh.
I think it was just not just the money. Probably was more. But that, the way she would tell me stuff, I was like, you know, it was total opposite of what you're telling me right now. And I was like, dang,
Gotcha.
That's rough. It must be rough for you. Like, yeah, he doesn't push himself. I make way more than him. So I don't take shit from him.
Actually, Dak made a point as you were talking. He said he left for a wrong reason. Will you explain more on that?
So if he left because she lost her job, the income is now gone, depleted, but he was staying in there even though she did him bad, was treating him bad, but he stuck in there because the money was there.
Yeah.
Like, well, you was in it.
He was gold digger.
Yeah, you was gold digging anyway.
Exactly.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? If it took for her to fall and lose all her income for you to leave, that
I think that actually goes back to the question that we asked first. Will you stay with somebody that you don't love?
Yeah.
That could probably fall in one of the categories that will make you stay in a house that knowing that I really don't.
yeah, but I didn't have any kids.
Yeah, but still, so it like for example, me, my foundation, my house, my when I say my house, I mean my family, friends,
Yeah.
cousins, mothers, they're all in Charlotte. So I took a step out on faith to come here again. This is for my wife. So she got an offer that we couldn't refuse financially.
Yeah.
It would make our family a lot set off better. You know what I mean? I had a studio. I was at that time I was rocking and rolling as a photographer. I had the clients, I had the studio, the clientele, the money was starting to come in. So I worked, I built up all that for a long time just to walk away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Took sacrifice for your wife.
Right, for my wife. Again, I had to pray about it. But so I had to look, okay, how does this move affect the house whole, me, my children, and my wife? You know what I mean? It's not just about how it's going to affect me and my business and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if we stay, is the opportunity still better for all of us, or if we go, is the opportunity better for all of us? Leaving, thank God, the opportunity was better for all of us. It sucks for my older son because when we got here, he was just a senior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went from CD grades to AB here in Texas. I was like, whoa. I wish we would have been able to come here sooner,
Right.
Because I was worried about him, like
Making grades.
yeah, just grades alone. And I asked him, I was like, what's different in school between here and Charlotte? He was like, the teachers gave more attention to where he was not excelling at.
Okay.
Where in Charlotte, they was like, okay, you're excelling here.
Right.
Let's just continue building here. Instead of building the left hand, putting muscle on the left hand to catch up with the right hand.
You can balance.
Yeah, so you can balance it
Yeah.
out. And that's what they did here in Texas. You know what I mean? So it worked for him. It working for my other kids. They're getting good in school. Their grades good in school. So I'm glad that we made the change. It's better for the family, not just for me.
So basically, putting God first in everything, any decision that you're trying to make.
Yes. Do y'all know how simple that is, though?
It sounds simple.
It sounds simple, and it is. For a long time, I would hear people say that, and I was like, what does that mean? What do I have to do? How do I include that?
Right.
You know what I mean? I never knew. It's real simple. Real simple. For example, I know it might be a little off our subject here, but for example, it's just really waking up that day before you even hit your feet on the floor, saying, thank you, Father, for waking me up this day. I need you to take me throughout this day. Help me make my Holy Spirit make the decisions that are right in your eyes. It's simple as that. With everything you do, with this podcast y'all on now, you should pray before you start this podcast and make sure that he's influenced in this podcast that we speak, because what we talking about, let's just be honest, everybody in the world needs to know this information.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And he can be the one to get it out there to the masses.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if we don't show gratefulness to him to allow us to have these tools that provide us with the opportunity, cameras, because this stuff is expensive, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's giving you the opportunity. Just thank him for it. Don't forget about him.
Man. You need to come back.
It looks like we were missing this.
We
were missing this information.
We gotta need you to come back. We gotta need you to come back. We will give you official invitation. This was look what we can do.
Well,
anyway, we appreciate man for coming to our podcast. It was nice. I really did learn a lot. It was
very informative.
You giving us perspective that we haven't been able to see or to perceive, to think about on the other side. We live in Texas. There's so many highways, but there's one that can take you from work to home, but you haven't perceived like you can go to 820 and come around
And-
and still reach the same destination or
Amen.
better place. So I appreciate for that. For those who are on Instagram, you can tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, y'all can find me at Docs DOCS Television on Instagram. Or
Yes,
32 bars.
And you have a YouTube too.
Yep, same thing. YouTube Docs DOCS Television on YouTube as well. For there, you're just gonna find most of my photography, graphics, flyers, videos. That's where
Yeah.
you'll find all that information for
Yeah.
conversations like this. Find me here. This
And if you want a beat, also he makes beat. So anyway, guys, follow us on the Afroqast on all platforms. It was a good, guys.
It was. See you guys.
Serge, see you next week.
See you next week for sure. Sunday maybe.